You know, there's something truly special about the little joys in life, the ones that make us smile without even trying. Maybe it's the smell of fresh coffee in the morning, the sound of birds chirping outside your window, or, dare I say it, the playful antics of your favorite cartoon characters. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Cartoons? At my age? But hear me out. What if I told you that watching cartoons in your 70s isn't just a guilty pleasure? It might actually make you wiser? That's right. Today, we're diving into 10 quirky reasons why indulging in a little animated fun could be one of the best things you do for your mind, your heart, and even your sense of humor. And trust me, by the end of this, you might just find yourself reaching for the remote with a whole new appreciation for Bugs Bunny or SpongeBob. So, let's start with the first reason, because this one might surprise you. Think back to when you were a kid. Remember how effortlessly your imagination worked? A cardboard box could be a spaceship, a blanket fort was a castle, and a simple stick? Well, that was a sword, a wand, or a fishing pole, depending on the day. As we get older, we tend to lose some of that natural playfulness. Life gets serious, responsibilities pile up, and before we know it, we're stuck in routines that don't leave much room for silliness. But here's the thing, playfulness isn't just for kids. It's a brain booster at any age. Cartoons invite us into a world where anything is possible, where gravity is optional, animals talk, and problems are solved with creativity, not just logic. When we watch them, our brains get a little workout in flexible thinking. We laugh at the absurdity, we follow the twists, and without realizing it, we're keeping our minds nimble. Take Tom and Jerry, for example. Those two have been at it for decades, and yet, every chase, every trap, every ridiculous mishap is a lesson in quick thinking and adaptability. You might not be dodging anvils in real life, but that same mental agility helps you think on your feet when life throws its surprises your way. If there's one thing cartoon characters know how to do, it's bounce back. No matter how many times Wile E. Coyote gets foiled by the Roadrunner, he dusts himself off and comes up with another plan. Sure, his plans never work, but that's not the point. The point is his attitude. Life after 70 isn't always smooth sailing. There are aches, pains, and days when things just don't go the way we hoped. But cartoons remind us that setbacks don't have to be the end of the story. They show us resilience in the most lighthearted way, through characters who take a hit, shake it off, and keep going with a grin, or at least a grumble we can laugh at. And let's be honest, sometimes we just need that reminder that it's okay to laugh at life's little frustrations. When you watch Charlie Brown try and fail to kick that football yet again, it's not just funny. It's a gentle nudge to say, hey, we've all been there. Tomorrow's another day. These days, it feels like everything is overcomplicated. News cycles are overwhelming, technology moves faster than we can keep up, and even TV dramas have plots so tangled you need a flowchart to follow them. But cartoons? They're refreshingly simple. A good cartoon doesn't need a 3-season arc to tell a great story. In just a few minutes, it delivers humor, heart, and a clear message, no decoder ring required. And there's something deeply satisfying about that. When you watch Mickey Mouse or Popeye, you're not just being entertained. You're giving your brain a break from the noise. You're letting it relax into something straightforward and joyful. And in that simplicity, there's wisdom. Life doesn't always have to be so serious. Sometimes the best moments are the ones that make us smile without making us think too hard. Now, these first 3 reasons are just the beginning, because as we'll see next, cartoons have even more unexpected benefits, like how they can actually help us connect with others in ways we might not expect. But we'll save that for the next part. So tell me, have you ever found yourself chuckling at a cartoon lately? Maybe there's one you loved as a kid that still brings a grin to your face. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if you're enjoying this trip down memory lane, stay tuned because we've only just scratched the surface. There's something wonderfully nostalgic about cartoons, isn't there? They're like old friends, always there to bring a little joy, no matter how much time has passed. And as we were just discussing, they do more than just entertain us. They teach us, often in ways we don't even realize. So let's pick up where we left off and explore a few more reasons why watching cartoons in your 70s might just be one of the wisest things you can do. Ever tried talking to a grandkid about the latest trends and felt like you were speaking different languages? You're not alone. But here's a little secret. Cartoons are a fantastic bridge between generations. Think about it. Shows like Looney Tunes have been around for decades, and guess what? They're still funny. Share an episode of Bugs Bunny with your grandkids, and suddenly you're not just watching TV, you're sharing laughter, inside jokes, and maybe even a few life lessons wrapped in humor. And it's not just the classics. Newer cartoons like SpongeBob SquarePants or Phineas and Ferb have a cleverness that appeals to all ages. When you watch them, you're not just keeping up with the times, you're finding common ground with the younger people in your life. And that's a gift, because nothing beats the joy of hearing a grandchild say, "You like this show too?" Let's be honest. Life can be stressful no matter your age. Bills, health worries, the evening news. Sometimes it feels like the world is spinning a little too fast. But here's where cartoons come to the rescue. There's something almost magical about how a silly, lighthearted cartoon can melt away tension. The bright colors, the exaggerated expressions, the sheer absurdity of it all. It's like a mini vacation for your brain. Studies have shown that laughter reduces stress hormones and boosts feel-good chemicals in the brain. And cartoons? They're designed to make us laugh. Whether it's Daffy Duck throwing a tantrum or Scooby-Doo tripping over his own feet, these moments of pure, uncomplicated humor give our minds a break. So the next time you're feeling weighed down, try this. Put on an old, favorite cartoon, even for just 10 minutes. Let yourself laugh. You might be surprised at how much lighter you feel afterward. Cartoons have a sneaky way of packing wisdom into their stories without ever feeling preachy. Think about Winnie the Pooh. That silly old bear and his friends have been teaching us about kindness, patience, and the simple joys of life for generations. Or take the Pink Panther. He never says a word, but his adventures are full of clever problem-solving and calm persistence, even when everything goes wrong. Sound familiar? It's a lot like real life, just with more slapstick. Even shows like Tom and Jerry, while seemingly just about chaos, have underlying themes: rivalry, resilience, and the fact that sometimes the simplest solutions are the best. The beauty of these lessons is that they stick with us. We absorb them without even trying. And at 70 plus, who couldn't use a gentle reminder that friendship matters, laughter helps, and sometimes you just have to roll with the punches. Now, we've covered 6 fantastic reasons so far, but we're not done yet, because cartoons have even more to offer, especially when it comes to keeping our hearts young and our perspectives fresh. And trust me, the next few reasons might just convince you to start a cartoon marathon tonight. We've had such a delightful journey so far, haven't we? From the playful ways cartoons keep our minds sharp to the unexpected life lessons they sneak into our hearts. But before we wrap up, let's dive into the final quirks that make cartoons a secret weapon for wisdom in your 70s and beyond. Cartoons are bursting with creativity. Think about the worlds they create: Flintstones, living with dinosaurs, SpongeBob living under the sea, or Adventure Time's surreal landscapes. These shows remind us that imagination has no limits. And here's the thing, creativity isn't just for artists or kids. It's a muscle we all can and should keep using. Whether it's picking up a paintbrush, writing a silly poem, or even just rearranging your garden, cartoons can inspire you to see the world with fresh eyes. Ever watched Bob Ross? His gentle, encouraging style was practically a cartoon in its own way, showing us that mistakes are just happy accidents. So why not let cartoons nudge you toward your own creative adventures? One of the best things about cartoons, the characters are flawed, and that's what makes them lovable. Homer Simpson isn't winning any awards for brilliance, but he's trying his best. Patrick Star is, well, Patrick, and we adore him anyway. As we age, it's easy to get hung up on what we can't do as well as we used to. But cartoons remind us that imperfection is part of the fun. They give us permission to laugh at ourselves, to embrace our quirks, and to keep going even when we fumble. After all, if Wile E. Coyote can crash into a mountain and still come back with a new plan, surely we can handle a grandkid teaching us how to use emojis, right? Remember the first time you saw Steamboat Willie or the Jetsons? That feeling of, wow, look at that, doesn't have to fade with age. Cartoons keep the magic of discovery alive, whether it's a new show or revisiting an old favorite. And wonder isn't just child's play. It's linked to better mental health, curiosity, and even longevity. When we stay open to joy, whether it's a beautiful sunset or Bugs Bunny outsmarting Elmer Fudd again, we're feeding our souls. Here's the truth. Society sometimes tells us that growing older means leaving childish things behind. But who made that rule? Cartoons are proof that fun has no expiration date. When you laugh at Donald Duck's tantrums or Sylvester, the cat's failed schemes, you're not being immature, you're being human. Joy is timeless. And if cartoons can bring you that joy, why deny yourself something so simple and pure? So, there you have it. 10 quirky, wonderful reasons why watching cartoons in your 70s might just make you wiser. From keeping your mind playful to reconnecting with your inner child, these animated gems offer so much more than meets the eye. But here's the real lesson. Life's too short to take everything seriously. Whether it's a classic Looney Tunes short or a new favorite, let yourself enjoy the laughter, the silliness, and the little moments of delight. After all, wisdom isn't just about knowing more, it's about enjoying more too. So, what'll it be tonight? Tom and Jerry? Mickey Mouse? Or maybe something new? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your favorites. And if this brought a smile to your face, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more ways to celebrate life at every age. Here's to staying young at heart, one cartoon at a time.